We want to turn to the Lubbock County Courthouse. A convicted murderer who was an inmate at the Montford Unit says he killed his cellmate. San Diego Delgado pleaded guilty to the murder of Tavarius Jones. Delgado confessed to Judge William Eichmann that he strangled Jones inside their cell at the unit in January of 2024. He'll finish out his current sentence before beginning a new 30-year stint for Jones's death. He was previously convicted of murder, aggravated sexual assault, and kidnapping. He's been in the Lubbock County Detention Center the last 5 days on the charge of capital murder of another person in prison.